Hello everybody, Dax Carlisle here, President of the Tarot Guild, founder of RainbowPsychics.com, and this is our tutorial on the new website and our renovations to RainbowPsychics.com and how they work hand in hand. I'm going to bring up the browser now. And I want to show you that the old URL for the old Ning website, TarotGuild.com, now forwards to TarotGuild.org, where our WordPress website is now found. The old website built on the Ning platform was quite a congested website, had 6,000 pages cached on Google. This is a much more free-flowing website, much easier to look at, access, and get right to what you want to actually do. I think the first thing people are going to notice is the navigation bar at the top. You can hover your cursor over all these buttons up here. You're going to notice right away that there's no drop-down menus. On the Ning website there was lots and lots of links, lots and lots of drop-down menus. People used to complain that they couldn't find or get to what they were trying to get to, the resources, the classes, and different things like that. Well, we've completely simplified everything. We have just what you want to get to up here. And on the main page we have a feed from our live video psychics on RainbowPsychics.com. There's a subscribe button. Now this is not to join the guild. That's this button down here. This button is to subscribe to our update newsletter, which you can put your email address in, your first name, last name, or just your email address. And that way we can make sure that you're getting our news updates. This button is for joining the guild, takes you to the same place that our membership button takes you to. Let's go over to that page real quickly, and I'll go more in depth into this at the end of the video. That way those of you that are already members, you don't have to listen to all of this. You can skip that part, but for those that aren't members yet, you might want to listen all the way to the end. Here's a link to our Facebook group. And this is where all the social interaction happens now between our members. It doesn't happen on the websites themselves anymore. We were noticing that, and that contributed to the reason why we got rid of the Ning website was because everything's happening here on Facebook now. We're getting close to 1,000 members on this group here. On the Tarot Guild website, the old Ning site, we had about close to 2,000 members on there. But not many people were using it for social interaction between each other. It's so much easier to use Facebook. So we decided to build a static WordPress website for the guild and make it much easier to navigate and do all of our social interaction and posting and everything over here on the Facebook group. So that's one way you can get to the Facebook group. You can also get to it by clicking Facebook right here. On any page you'll also have these links over here. And our Twitter. If you're not following us on Twitter, it's at Tarot Guild. You can follow us. Buttons over here as well. On the main page, you'll find those buttons right here. Okay. Let's look at some of the other things we have. We have our member login. I'll be talking about logging into the website in just a second. And this button will take you to our Rainbow Psychics radio page here on RainbowPsychics.com with all of our shows. Facebook again. Here's the guild blog again. That's the same feed as you're getting down here. And it's actually a category, as you can see, category on RainbowPsychics.com on our blog, Tarot Guild. And we'll be going all over the posting later on, and we actually are going to do a separate video for that. Then there's the classes page, and this explains to our potential members the classes that we offer. And for our current members, here's where you join once again. And for our current members, links to our class archive, our resources page, previous classes. Now this is a list of the previous classes, it's not the archive. This is for people that aren't members yet, so they can see what classes we've done, and our list of upcoming classes. If I click that, it'll show the upcoming classes coming up. for the fall winter 2013 and 2014, and the spring of plan classes for the spring coming up. And there's a link back to the classes page as well. There's also a link to our certifications page, where we have available for our members at hugely discounted prices certifications in everything from numerology to life coaching, hypnosis, neurolinguistic programming, law of attraction, business coaching, local and mobile marketing, social media, even Reiki. And again, we have the link back over here. Also, I want to point out on the membership page, those links are at the very bottom, all the way down here. Now, you really don't need these links, and I'm going to tell you why, because everything is on the resources page. To make it very, very simple, everything's on the resources page. The other thing I want to point out about this website in general, tarotguild.org, is that it is a static website. So in Word, we built it on WordPress, and in webmaster parlance, it's a static versus a dynamic website, meaning the content doesn't change that much. What I showed you on the main page here, our blog, our radio shows, and our Twitter feed, those are dynamic. They change, daily. But all the pages and everything on here are basically just going to stay the same. It's like a giant billboard out on the web. It's for our members to find the links easily, but it's mostly for potential members, like a giant advertisement for the guild. Most of all the dynamic content, where we as members are going to be posting our blog posts, accessing our resources, accessing the archive classes, that's all taking place over here on rainbowpsychics.com. So when you sign in to access the member resources, the archived classes, to post a blog post, you're actually going to be signing in on rainbowpsychics.com. You're not going to be signing in on tarotguild.org. We did that for two reasons. And also, it's an explanation of why there's two websites as well. Why is there rainbowpsychics.com? Well, quite simply, the tarotguild.org website is aimed at the metaphysician. It's aimed at the students and the professional tarot readers. It's aimed at our colleagues in the industry, not the general public, not our clients and potential clients. That's why we built this platform, rainbowpsychics.com. Rainbowpsychics.com is going to be aimed at the general public, at our clients, fans of our radio shows, our potential clients. This is where we want the traffic going. This is where we want people going to find your page where you're selling your resources. You're selling your where you're selling your services and products and so forth. That's all going to be over here at rainbowpsychics.com. This is where we want people going. And the second reason we don't have you signing in on tarotguild.org, not only is all the material and the resources on rainbowpsychics.com, but the reason it's over there is so you don't have to sign into two websites. So you don't have to sign into Rainbow Psychics to do a post and then sign in here to access the resources. You only have to go to one place. So basically, we've seen what's on tarotguild.org, but we're pretty much done with tarotguild.org. We can go over to Rainbow Psychics now and find out where everything is. As I showed you, there's links to the radio shows and our resources page on classes. We also have the links on membership. And here's our video chat, for instance, as well. But when you click any of those links, it's taking you over to rainbowpsychics.com. As you can see, this just changed to rainbowpsychics.com/chat. Now, if you're not signed in, it's going to take you to this error page, basically, where it says, we're sorry, the Guild audiovisual chat room is for members only. Please visit tarotguild.org/join for information on membership. If you're already a member, please log in to access rainbowpsychics.com/login. So that's what we're going to do right now, is log in. And there is the login button over here on tarotguild.org. You click that. It will take you to the login page. You can also, as this says right here, simply write in your browser up here, rainbowpsychics.com login, and that will take you over here as well. Or you can do tarotguild.org login. Will also take you over to the login page. And lastly, the quickest and easiest way, and from this point on, this is all you're really going to need to know, folks. You can come to rainbowpsychics.com, because over here under the Tarot Guild we have your member resources and we have your website login. So this is the only place you actually are ever going to need to go from this point forward. So you click on the website login. Okay, I'm going to log in under my test profile just to show you what the back end is going to look like to you. Okay, so when you log in, it takes you to the dashboard, which is really the back end of the WordPress website. And right away I want to tell everybody to don't worry too much about this material on here or any of these links or anything like that. You're not going to need all this stuff, okay? Just so that you know that, and don't get overwhelmed. When you log in, there's only 3 things you're ever going to do here. You're going to go back to the website, visit, or just type it in your browser, so that you can go to the members resources page. And here's where all the links are going to be. I'll go back to the dashboard. The second thing you're going to do is make changes to your blogging profile. Now this is not the same as the page that you're going to get on the website that I'm going to be showing you in a minute. This is for blogging. And you're going to start a new blog post, which you can also do from over here. Add new. But when you're on the Rainbow Psychics website, after you've signed in, you'll know you're signed in because you'll see this bar up here with your name. You can log out over here. I just stay logged in all the time. And you'll also be able to go back to the dashboard or post. Let's click on that. And this is where you're going to compose your blog posts, decide what categories they're going to go in, preview it, publish it, and we have a search engine optimization block that I'm also going to explain. But I'm going to do all this on a separate video. Okay, so when you log in, as I said, there's adding a new post or your profile. That's the only 2 ones you ever have to go to. Right now we're going to go over to profile. You really don't need to change any of these settings for the most part. Make sure that Visual Editor is unchecked, because this will disable your Visual Editor when writing. You want your Visual Editor, trust me. Okay, and then down here, all the way at the bottom, you can change your password to a new password and hit update. When you get your sign-in credentials, which will be going out, if you're watching this video when I made it on the 20th or the 21st of September, this weekend is when all the sign-in credentials are going out to the hundreds of members. You'll all get a temporary password, and you can change it right here. You just log in, click on profile, scroll down, put in a new password, repeat the password, hit update profile. If I have the wrong email address in here, I'm going to be building all these profiles for you manually, so if I get your email address wrong, go ahead and change it in here. but make sure you send me an email. Let me know that you're changing it. The username cannot be changed. And so I'm going by our records to create your username. If you want a different username, let me know now in an email. Just send an email to dax@rainbowpsychics.com and let me know what you want for a username. These can't be changed, so I have to build a new profile. So send me the username you want. I just use Dax Carlisle. I just take my first name, my last name, and I shove them together. It has to be one word. Maria Moss is Mystic Insights Tarot, so her username is Mystic Insights. Ramona McKee is Ms. Ramona, so her username is Ms. Ramona. Also, if you're going to be doing video readings via our partnership with the Random, that's our Live Psychics page right here that I'm taking you to right now. You're going to sign up on here under Join Our Psychics. You can read about the opportunity right here and click register, and you're going to go over here and register with the Random. And when you register, I highly recommend that you use, when you set your username here, use the same username on Rainbow Psychics. Okay. Now your first name and last name will be here. You can have a different nickname, but I highly recommend that it's the same as the username. And the name that's being displayed publicly on your posts should be that same name. Should be your username. Just hit update profile, and that's all you really have to do over here. You can put in a biographical information. This is different from your readings page that we're going to build later, where your bio and your testimonials and purchase buttons for your readings and so forth are going to be. This is an informational bio about you. You might want to put a link in here to your page on rainbowpsychics.com. For instance, Ms. Ramona's is rainbowpsychics.com/Ms. Ramona, and some biographical information about yourself. So that when someone reads your blog post, if they click on your name and it takes them to the biographical information, that there's something there about you, so they can read about you. Okay? So when you log in, it takes you to this dashboard. All you have to ever worry about is your profile, which it's pretty much a set it and forget it. And the only other thing you're going to be doing back here is starting a new post. And we'll cover that on the next video. Let's go back to the website. So you've gone to rainbowpsychics.com, you've logged in under website login. You know you're logged in because of the strips up here and you're up here. Okay. And then you're going to go to member resources. This is where everything's going to be. Links to tutorial videos. We're going to be putting lots of tutorial videos. I guess I should mention that a lot of the resources that are going to be on here, I'm still in the process of building the pages, and I'm still in the process of creating the tutorials and putting everything on here. And as the weeks and months go by, there's going to be more and more and more resources for our members on here. Using and navigating our websites, that's the video that I'm making right now, that you're listening to right now. It's going to be linked right here. The next video I'm going to do is creating blog posts on the website, and that's going to be right here. We have a link to our workshop that we did with Ramona and Gary on a random Rainbow Psychics conversions, and we're going to do one on using the Psychic Center, and we're going to have tutorials on Facebook, Twitter, how to use Skype, you name it. We're going to have a tutorial on here on how to do it for our members. And then there's a convenient link at the bottom and the top to take you back over to member resources. PDF files. We have a bunch of PDF files to help you out. Now, if you have a document that may be of interest to the other members that you'd like to contribute that we can put in the PDF files, please send me an email, dax@rainbowpsychics.com, and we'd love to include that. Also, YouTube videos, your own videos and audios, any resource you want to contribute. It's great advertising for yourself as well, but it's fabulous to contribute other resources to the other members. We're also going to have a list of website links and blog links. If you want to contribute your blog or website or your favorite blog or website that you frequent and you think it has really great content, let us know and we'll include them under websites and blogs. This isn't linked yet because I'm still building those pages, so over the next few weeks we'll be gathering links. You'll see some posts on Facebook, on our group, where I'm requesting help in these areas: resources, website links, blog links. What should we be including for the rest of the members? Let us know. Upcoming classes, this will actually take you back over to tarotguild.org where the upcoming classes are listed. Here's the class archive. Guild archive. Here we go. Class archive. Now I do have a note here that the class archive is still under construction. Some of the handouts may not be available yet. I hope to get all of the handouts logged or uploaded, posted on here over this weekend. But all the classes are available, and when you click on a class, okay, everybody, welcome back to the Guild Classroom. It's going to start over here. Now this is the class we did with John Allen on the Lenormand cards. Some of our classes are in that format. Some of them are audio only, and they're actually still archived on Blog Talk. And so when you click the link, the class name, it's going to take you to where that is. Our new classes are going to be done on a brand new webinar platform. And by the way, that's why over here at tarotguild.org we don't have a classroom button anymore. We do have the video chat, which is an audio-visual chat room for our members only, that you can go in and you can exchange readings for the students. You can sign in here. You can be up on camera or just audio, or type in the chat room. And you can exchange readings. You can have conferences. This is all for your use right here. But the Guild Classroom is gone because rather than it being on the website, it's now on the new webinar platform. And rather than you going here to the website, you're going to be getting an email on how to go to the webinar. So that's another reason why you got to make sure that I've got the right email address for you. In this transition, some things could get lost or messed up or what have you. I may only have your email address from PayPal, which may be different from the one you want to use with the Guild and Rainbow Psychics. Make sure you get the email address to me. And that way, also under profile, if you change your email address, that's fine. Just make sure you tell me so I include it in the list of members, so that when we send out invitations to upcoming live classes, you actually get that. And then on the classes that have handouts, it'll appear under the teacher's name. So here we have Situational Spreads by Christiana Gaudet, and here's her PDF that she made, Situational Spreads for the class. And when you click on it, it'll show up in your browser. You can right click and click Save As, or click the Save button and save it right to your desktop, or just read it on here. And you click again the name of the class, and the class will start playing. If it's the first time you brought it up, everybody, and welcome back, there may be a slight delay before it starts, okay? And you can also right click and save it. You can open it in a new tab. But all the classes going back to 2010 are all here under Class Archive. And there's a convenient link to take you back to Member Resources, where once again everything is going to be on here. You only have to go to one place, and it's conveniently in the drop down menu here. Login and Resources. That's all you'll ever need. How to take a class. I'm building that Still, that will be an explanation of the new webinar platform with some screenshots and how you're going to access the upcoming live classes. Once they've been live, they'll be recorded and put into the archive up here. The Guild blog, that's what I showed you earlier, that appears on the main page of tarotguild.org, but it is actually a category right here on rainbowpsychics.com. And if you have posts about tarot, or that you want to go to the Tarot Guild members, you're going to want to click that category. Also, the members only blog. This blog will have posts where, and I'll show you in the tutorial on posting, how to make it so that only logged in members see these posts. So if you want it to go out to the general membership, you put it in the Tarot Guild blog. If you want it to be members only, you put it in that category. Okay. Then we're going to have a information page on the Guild's Endorsed Readers program, so you can learn about becoming endorsed, and the tarot certifications. This is going to be something new, our new course. It's a 22 class course called Tarot by the Numbers, where you're going to learn sacred geometry, numerology, and tarot in those 22 classes of the course. That's going to start in late fall 2013, early winter 2014. There's going to be some other requirements in addition to taking the class and passing a simple open book information test, where we want to make sure that you got all the information from the class. There'll be some other requirements, and one of them will be becoming an endorsed reader. So you can do those in any order that you want. Take the class or get endorsed first and then take the class. It doesn't matter. And then there's a couple of other requirements, and that's all going to be written on here on this page, Tarot Certifications, and you'll be able to get certified as a certified tarot reader in addition to the endorsement. So that's starting 2014. Very excited about that. And we'll have the levels will be certified tarot reader, certified tarot master, and certified tarot grandmaster, and that will all be explained on this tarot certifications page. Professional certification courses. This is that page I showed you earlier on tarotguild.org for the other modalities that you might want to become certified in. I highly recommend, by the way, the life coaching. A lot of people ask me, what do I kind of want to take all these, but I don't know where to start. Well, start with certified life coach, because whatever modality you're doing, whether you're a tarot reader, an astrologer, a numerologist, maybe you're going to practice as a hypnotherapist or an NLP practitioner, law of attraction practitioner, business coach, it doesn't matter. Life coaching is the foundation of everything. So start with the life coaching course, and we have huge discounts, like 89% off the normal price of these courses. So again, resources page is your friend, because everything I've talked about is going to be on this one page. So that's the professional certification courses. Logos, banners, and badges. Those are some of the ones that you've seen on people's websites and so forth. Let me take you real quickly over to Maria's page, rainbowpsychics.com, Mystic Insights. And at the very bottom of her page here, she has her certification, Certified Angel Card Reader from Doreen Virtue. And by the way, if you click on that, it'll take you over to Angel Therapy, where you can find that course actually. Just a little hint there, if you happen to visit Maria's page. But see, she has her endorsed reader logo right here. And some of you may want to put these in on your website or your blog over on the right. We're going to have them all available on that under that one link here. Whoops, let me find that link again. Here on the resources page, under logos, banners, and badges. they're the endorsed reader and the certified tarot reader, certified tarot master. Those logos will be sent out to you once you meet those qualifications anyway. But anybody that's a member can use our other banners. With some of them, for instance, say professional member, the Tarot Guild. There's one that's student member. There's one that's endorsed, or I'm sorry, recommended website, and one is recommended blog. You can use all those right away, as well as the logo from the guild. You're allowed to use that as well, and of course the Rainbow Psychics logo too. Everything's going to be here under banners and badges. I'll also have the code, so you can grab the code if you want to install it, with a link back to rainbowpsychics.com or tarotguild.org, and that's all going to be available. I know some of you were asking me about getting the badges and the banners this past week, and this is where it's going to be. I'm still building the page, that's why there's not a link. And the last two, additional discounted professional services. Alrighty, that is over here. So in addition to your resources, services available as a member of the guild, I also build custom Facebook pages. Here's the one I built for Cooch Daniels. Here's the one I built for Rage Monthly Magazine. And I also build custom websites, WordPress websites, like the one that we're checking out right now, rainbowpsychics.com, as well as tarotguild.org. They're all built on WordPress. And I also have some social media management available if you need help in those areas, and they're all at vastly discounted prices for these services. And you can find them by clicking on this link here. And the last link on this page is join our psychic network, Rainbow Psychics. The whole website, as we said, rainbowpsychics.com, is aimed at the clients, the potential clients. We wanted to have the latest in technology, and that's why we formed our partnership with Oranim. And so if you click on Live Psychics, it takes you over here. This is our co-branded page on rainbowpsychics.com with Oranim, and all of our video psychics will appear over here, and it's really, really fantastic, because it's like you're in the same room with the psychic because of the video. And if you go to somebody's free chat room here, you can chat for free and see their video, and also it has their profile, their schedule, their testimonials, and then when somebody wants to get a private reading, they're prompted to sign up. And notice the whole time you're staying on rainbowpsychics.com, so you're not going over to Oranim. Why is that important? Because this is where we want them to stay. We want them to stay here on rainbowpsychics.com so that they'll visit our psychics. This page I'm renovating. It's not going to look like this in the near future, but all of us, as I get everybody on here and the page is built, everybody will have an information block like this, and they can click on it, and if you're on our Live Psychics, it'll take you right over to your profile on here. And if you don't want to do the video readings, that's fine too. When you click on it instead, it's going to take you over to, let's go over to Maria's page. It's going to take you to your page right here. And in addition to that, there's the blog. So as you do blog posts, for some reason it's not going. When you post a blog, you know, at the top and at the bottom, you can put your name and a link to your page, which brings them back over to this page, which has information about you, links to your Facebook, Twitter, your testimonials, and they can buy a reading right off the page here. Okay, so you may want to offer readings this way. You may want to become one of our video psychics. Either way, you're going to be on the site here. We want the traffic going here so they find you. And so here's the link to click for more information about joining our video psychics. All the information about, you know, why Rainbow Psychics. And here's the big blue register button. This is the button you want to click to go over and register on random. It has our partner code 101946. You want to make sure that's there. And I suggest using the same username that you use on rainbowpsychics.com, so everybody, so you know it's uniform. Okay, use the same one. And once you're signed up on here, shoot me an email, dax@rainbowpsychics.com. Let me know you registered, and we'll get you all set up on our live psychics page. But if you don't want to do those, we can do a static page like Maria's and put all this information on. Now, like I said, the login information is going out this weekend. You're all going to be able to log in and post blog posts and so forth like that. But we have to build these individually, so it's going to be a first come, first served basis. So get your information to me, Rainbow Psychics. It's going to be dax@rainbowpsychics.com. I have a whole folder on there for this transition on my email at dax@rainbowpsychics.com. So send it there, and we'll get you all set up on there. Make sure I have the right email address for you and the username that you want, and so forth like that. Okay, and the last thing on the resources page is the Psychics login. If you become a video psychics on our live psychics page, rather than having to try to find that all the time, all you got to do is come over here, go to member resources, scroll down, hit the big purple button, and boom, you can sign into a random, and then you will appear on our live psychics page. Okay, so that's all the resources. And that's basically everything you need to know. If you have any questions, if I missed anything, please go ahead and shoot me an email, dax@rainbowpsychics.com. And okay, that's it for the tutorial. But I'm also going to, if you're not a member of the guild yet, those of you that are members can stop right here. But for those of you that are thinking about becoming a member of the guild, I want you to go over here to tarotguild.org, click on membership, and be sure to join our Facebook group and Twitter. And then here's all the benefits and services you get as a member of the guild. There's now 3 different ways to sign up. You can sign up monthly for the cost of a couple of lattes a month. A lot of people prefer to go that route because it's a small amount each month and you can set it and forget it. Others want to pay annually, and you can see it's $78. Took that from the tarot deck. There's 78 cards in the tarot deck. You get 35% off paying monthly if you pay annually, and a lot of people are opting for that option. And then the third option is you can get 20% off paying monthly and defer your payments for up to 6 months without interest. That's using Bill Me Later through PayPal. So you click this subscribe here. I think it's $99.97, I want to say, and click Bill Me Later when it takes you over to the purchase page, and you can take up to 6 months to pay interest free. So that might be a good option for some people. Other people might want to pay one lump sum and get 35% off, or you can pay monthly. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today, and off to the next video, how to blog post on rainbowpsychics.com. Bye everybody.